Let's get right into it. Number 9. The compliance reflex. Ever found yourself saying yes to a stranger's question, even when you don't want to? Like when a friendly store clerk asks, "Can I help you find something today?" And you smile and say, "No, just looking," even though your brain is screaming, "Just let me be." Welcome to your brain's sneaky little hack, called the compliance reflex. It's like a mental reflex arc that makes you obey to avoid awkwardness. Scientists tested this with the most mundane setting, a copy machine line. They had a person ask, "To cut in with a simple excuse? Because I need to make copies." Sounds dumb, right? The magic word. Because flipped everyone's compliance switch. People agreed just to be polite, even though the reason was totally obvious and irrelevant. Your brain hears "because" and says, "help mode activated," without checking if it makes sense. This social politeness is a double-edged sword. It keeps the tribe friendly. But it also leaves you vulnerable to manipulative requests wrapped in niceness. So next time you nod to a stranger's favor, remember, it's not your logic talking. It's your brain's version of a polite robot, awkwardly trapped in the social gears. Basically, your manners are a perfect loophole for getting hoodwinked. Number 8. The obedient brain glitch, thinking. For yourself is exhausting, like mentally draining. So your brain sometimes outsources the whole job to whoever's loudest and most confident nearby. This is called cognitive offloading, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Your brain passing the buck on decisions. To save energy, picture this. A stranger in a uniform gives an instruction that feels weird or wrong. Your brain, overloaded and tired, decides, A, they seem in charge. I'll follow. And boom, you're obeying without much thought. Is why obedience rarely feels like obedience. It feels like team spirit or going with the flow. But really, your brain quietly tapped out of critical thinking, grabbed a coffee, and left someone else in the driver's seat. This mental glitch is the perfect storm when combined. With uniforms, social pressure, and confidence. Your brain's motto here, less work for me, more obeying for you. So if you ever wonder how good people end up following bad orders, now you know your brain might be trying to save energy by outsourcing your morality. Number 7. The voice of confidence. Imagine this. You're at trivia night. The question pops up, what's the capital of Australia? You're pretty sure it's Canberra, but then this guy shouts out, Sydney. With the confidence of a man who personally designed the Sydney Opera House, his voice booms. His gestures command attention. And suddenly, you start doubting yourself. That's confidence bias, where your brain mistakes loud, assertive confidence for actual competence. It's like your inner caveman hears that booming voice and thinks, "This is the leader. Follow him." Evolution wired us to trust confidence because, back in the day, it often meant safety and leadership. But in the modern world, it means you might end up believing the loudest wrong person in the room. From bad CEOs to TikTok conspiracy theorists, confidence can override facts any day. The wildest part? Confidence is contagious. It spreads like a virus, infecting everyone's brain cells, while logic just quietly slinks away. So next time someone shouts nonsense with passion, remember, your brain loves that energy, but that doesn't mean it's true. Oh, and Canberra is the capital. Just saying. Number 6. The uniform trap. Who would you trust more? A guy in a sharp suit? Or the same guy in a hoodie holding a clipboard? Your brain just fell victim to the authority heuristic. It's a mental shortcut where looking important equals being trustworthy. Turns out, your brain is pretty lazy when overloaded. Of double-checking credentials, it scans for uniforms, badges, and power poses and thinks, "Yep, official. I'll listen." This is why scammers dress like delivery drivers. Fake doctors wear lab coats. And anyone with a clipboard suddenly commands respect. Studies show that even a random guy dressed as a security guard can get people to obey silly commands without question just because he looks the part. So next time someone rocks that official look and tells you what to do, pause and ask yourself, are they really in charge? Or did they just get lucky at the costume store? Number 5. Groupthink. So picture this. You're in a meeting. Someone suggests a completely ridiculous idea, like turning your company logo into a goat. Everyone nods like it's the best thing since sliced bread. Somehow you find yourself nodding too, even though inside you're screaming, "What the heck?" Welcome to groupthink, where the need to keep everyone happy smothers your common sense. It's social pressure, wearing a suit and tie, whispering, "Don't rock the boat." This deadly cocktail of conformity and politeness has caused some of history's biggest disasters. Take the 1986 Challenger shuttle explosion. Engineers knew the O-rings were at risk in cold weather, but nobody wanted to be the party pooper. So warnings got ignored, and the shuttle blew up. Your brain hates conflict so much that it'll silence its own doubts to keep the peace even if that peace is heading straight into a disaster. So when everyone in the room agrees to fast, someone really needs to say, "Wait, what?" Because silence isn't always agreement. Sometimes it's just fear in a fancy tie. Number 4, the bystander freeze. You're walking down the street when a man suddenly collapses nearby, but everyone around you just stands there, frozen. This is the eerie bystander effect. The more people present, the less likely anyone is to help. Instead of rushing to the rescue, everyone assumes someone else will do it. Your brain is hardwired to avoid social risk and awkwardness, so it pushes responsibility onto others. It's like a nasty game of hot potato where nobody wants to be. The truth? When you're alone, you're much more likely to jump in and help. But in a crowd, your brain screams, "Blend in. Don't stand out." Next time you see someone in trouble, remember the world depends on the exceptions, the people who break the freeze and act. Number 3, the man in a lab coat. Imagine a man in a crisp white lab coat telling you to do something shocking. Like administer electric shocks to a stranger. You hesitate. Your heart pounds. But you obey. This is exactly what happened in the infamous Milgram experiment, revealing the terrifying truth that most people will obey authority figures even when it means harming others. Why? Because that lab coat screams, "I'm the expert," and you're off the hook. Your brain hands over responsibility like a hot potato, turning moral hesitation into a quiet, "not my problem." This experiment wasn't some horror movie script. It's real psychology showing how obedience can override conscience. So, the next time someone in a uniform or lab coat gives orders, remember your brain might be looking for an easy out, and you're the one who needs to take it back. Number 2, the elevator experiment. You walk into an elevator and notice 3 strangers facing the back wall. Weird, right? But without thinking, you turn around to face the wall too. This bizarre scene is from the classic elevator experiment, showcasing the raw power of conformity bias, your brain's desperate need to fit in. Humans evolved to survive in groups, so being different often meant danger. Now your brain silently yells, "If everyone's doing this weird thing, better join in." So whether it's following strange elevator customs or nodding along to dumb opinions, your brain's survival instinct loves conformity even if it feels utterly ridiculous. Number 1, the Dorinth office trick. Someone asks you for $500. You say no. Then they ask for $20. Suddenly, $20 seems totally reasonable. You say yes. This is the sneaky door in a face technique, a psychological masterstroke of guilt and compromise. Your brain hates being the bad guy. So after rejecting a huge request, it feels compelled to accept the smaller one as a favor, even though you're still being manipulated. So next time you're hit with a massive ask followed by a smaller favor, remember saying no twice is your right? Don't fall for the psychological trap dressed as politeness. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.